and they lived happily ever after. Oh, hello! I did not see you there. I'm just done reading this book called The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. It's such a good book. Would you like to hear some more? Well, that's great. Let's begin then. So, what's this book all about? Well, it begins in the town of Iping, where a man covered in bandages arrives at the local station. He rents a room by Mrs. Hall. She thinks he's covered with all those bandages because of some accident. But it turns out that the man is very solitary and not polite, and he has a bad habit of not paying rent.
I expect you'll be wanting to pay your bill now. Certainly not. Please don't bother me about such things at this time of night.
The townspeople get tired of this and they demand an explanation for his behavior. Out of rage, the man pulls off his bandages and everyone gets frightened. The man flees out of the town because the cops want to arrest him. He eventually comes across some guy called Thomas Marvel, and the man forces Marvel to retrieve his stuff from Iping. Marvel gets eventually so scared of the voice that he tries to flee, but the voice follows him. Because of that, he ends up in another town where the man comes across his old study friend, and he tells here what happened to him. But then the study friend betrays him, and while the man, who turns out to be called Griffin, tries to get revenge, he gets killed. The end. So what makes this book so great? Well, to start, it's a pretty thin book. So as you can see, the book is only 160 pages long, and it's also pretty small. The vocabulary is also not so hard, so it's pretty easy to read. And lastly, the book has a pretty good story, that although it is science fiction, still feels believable. Did you know that not only the book is interesting, but the author too? In case you forgot who the author was, here's a picture of him. And here are some facts. Fact number 1. Did you know that H.G. Wells has wrote a total of 51 novels? That's a lot. Fact number 2. Did you know that H.G. Wells married his cousin? Fact number 3. Did you know that H.G. Wells tried to run for parliament once? So what's the conclusion of all this? The conclusion is that this is a good book. It's a good book for people who don't like to read because it isn't too long. And it's a good book for people who do like to read because it has a pretty good story. Thanks for watching.